All right, all right. Why is this not? Hang on. I'm trying to get this up first before we went into SD Bullion's page, but there we go. All right, how's everybody doing today? Welcome in, everybody. Let's see who we got here in the chat. There's a lot of y'all already to start. We got Raymond in here, Extreme Pacifist, Silver Country, Eric Hall, Luddy, Chauson, James, Larry, Metal Matt, Hollywood, Randy, Ashton, Greg, James, Aries. I think that's Ashton. I said that. Edwin, I think I said that already too. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, silver has been on a tear today, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna actually show you guys some things I've been looking at lately, and as to why I think it could actually go higher and stay above 40 for maybe just for a little bit at least. But yeah, hope you guys are doing all well today. But let's go ahead and, in case you guys are here for the giveaway, you guys obviously know that we will be giving away this entire roll of dimes. Of this junk silver dimes. It's a $5 face value rosy dimes. And I'm checking the price right now on what this is worth. Currently with the $40 silver that we're seeing almost. It's currently worth about $146 for this entire roll. So some lucky person is going to get a pretty good giveaway. I think this is probably the highest one we've done in terms of value. So this is definitely going to be fun. So someone is going to definitely win this one today. Don't know who that might be, but we will be doing all of the giveaway entries in here just a bit. We're not starting that quite yet. I'm not gathering any names yet. We're just going to be sitting here and chatting for a little bit in the meantime. So... but let's talk about silver. And well, I got two things I want to talk about today. Let's talk about the price of silver because everyone's talking about that. So let's go move over to SD Bullion like I originally had it for just a quick moment. Let's go and bada boom. All right. So essentially, yeah, silver's been on a tear today. I mean, we woke up to, I think, wasn't it doing it pretty well yesterday too? I think, what was it, the 28th? Yeah, from the 27th to the 28th was a pretty good jump, and then today obviously was a huge jump. So we saw pretty much almost $2 in the last 2 days, so that's pretty good. But yeah, silver has been doing well. Gold has also been on an uptrend as well. A little bit, everything's starting to kind of go up, and I think the US dollar is a little bit down as well, so I'm sure that's probably why, because they're always inverse correlated in that area. But GSR kind of going down a little bit, going into the 86, still not quite into the lower 80s yet, but I think we're going to get there if silver starts its tear. I think we're going to start seeing probably 80 into the 70s in the GSR very soon. So, because silver is definitely going to be doing much better than gold will in terms of performance, because that's usually how it goes. But that's what we're looking at right now. And, excuse me. But yeah, it's been a great week for gold and silver for sure. But let's check on chat here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Government suggested making copper and silver critical minerals. Yeah, dimes. That's right. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you guys can. I'd appreciate that if you guys do. We're at 14 likes right now. Let's get a little more likes in here. Get more people into this hobby and into a possible giveaway entry. So. I mean, then again, if you guys don't want to bring more people in, that'll just lower your chances, I guess. But you know how it goes. But yeah, this is great. This has been a great week for precious metals, and we've kind of seen a bit of a build up. I mean, since let me go to here. Ever since around April, when it had that big dip at the beginning of April, and it's been slowly grinding up, and it's just been slowly building momentum. It's like it's been a very slow upwards grind for silver, and I think gold was more stagnant around that time. Yeah, so around April, it kind of gold was just flatlining since April, and it's just now starting to hit some levels. Is this the all-time high again for gold? I need to check that. I don't think it is. I need to double check that. We're going to check another chart here in a second. I just want to look at SD Bullion's prices. So I'm going to show you guys some things I've been looking at and working on and where that might go. But so glad I bought more silver this past week and some gold backs. Yeah, I had a gold back here right in front of me. It's the free one. Selling inflation so they can lower interest rates. Oh yeah, that's true. We also are going to get interest rates going. That's right. The interest rates are more like, I think they're saying it's going to for sure go down this in September. So that's going to push it up even further. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see 40 plus silver at this point. Like, it could be, I don't know if 40 will be the floor, but I mean, it's certainly looking like it could be. But I want to show you guys one thing that I've been looking at and working on, and I'm not going to try to flex on this in the sense of try to talk about something I have no knowledge in, because I'm still learning this stuff. But I'm going to pull up a different app here in a second. It's not going to be SD Bullion's page. It's going to be a different chart, and it's going to look a little confusing for some people, but I'm going to explain it. So here's why I justify why it might just go up in general, not just because of the interest rates and everything else. But I'm looking at the, actually, let's go to silver real quick. So I pulled up the Trading View app, and if you guys are familiar with this, and also with the candlesticks, I've been practicing and learning how to day trade and stuff like that, and I'm just doing this for fun. So ignore some of the stuff that you see on here, like this stuff. I mean, this is just whatever for you guys. But for silver though, its recent all-time high of 39.51, which was set back, actually, if we look at the candle when it hit the wick at the top here, that was back in July, I think. Yeah, in July. It broke through that today. So its recent all-time high of 39.51 was broken earlier today, and it's closed above that level, which is usually a good sign. And it's been in an upward trend since then. And so I think it's going to go even further. And I'm even putting a mock purchase, like, I guess, trade, a long trade in this right now, just to mess with it, just to see how that would go. But I think it could go somewhere into the, I think we would probably see 41, maybe 42 in the coming bits. I mean, if it's going to mirror any growth, when you have the interest rates and everything that we've been talking about, and just the kind of the fact that it's broken above this level, and you have the interest rates and a dollar crashing, I think what we could see is maybe something like, hold on, where's it at? Right here. Maybe it's something like this, in the sense of where it could go from here. Make that green because it's positive. We could see this type of movement. That's just my guess. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's just my guess. Or it could pull back and get down into the lower areas. But I think with the interest rates going down and with silver being where it's at, I think maybe not this specific movement, but that direction is where we're going to look at. So 41 into the 42 possibility range. I think we're going to see that going into the next week or two for sure. For gold, I don't think it's hit its all-time high yet. No, it's not quite there yet. So its all-time high was around almost 3,500. I forget when that was set. It actually was a little bit higher than that. It was probably 3,500. Let's just call it 3,500. So it still has a bit to go, but we're seeing a fourth attempt in a retest to get up into this level. And so we haven't really seen that. We saw it once with this one, but it came right back down. We saw it with this one, came right back down. I don't count this one, but because I'm looking at this right here, and this is almost on par with this one. So if this goes up with, if gold continues to go up with silver, then I could, if it flirts with this all-time high level, you could see that push above 35. If it rejects it, then it'll probably come back down. But gold right now is making a fourth attempt at hitting this level back in April. So we'll have to see what happens. But I think you probably actually match this type of movement again, honestly. Like, if all things are considered, I would expect something like that. So I think we're going to see all-time high for gold again in this direction, and I think silver is going to push up into the 40s and into maybe at least into the low 40s. I'm not calling 50 yet, but I think it's going to go somewhere in that range. So that's just my prediction with things and how it's going. There's obviously other indicators that I have on here that I'm learning about, so just ignore that. I'm not saying that this is for certain. I'm also just learning at the same time, but that's just how I think it's going to work. So I think in the next month, I think we see low 40s in silver and we see all-time highs possibly in gold with interest rates hitting in and just the general upwards movement and the downward motion of the dollar. So that's my guess. So I don't know what you guys think, but I'm thinking maybe 41, 42 silver, and then I think we get close to 3,500 in gold, at least probably by the end of September for sure. So that's just my thing. But yeah, you guys are all saying like $40 silver is what everyone's looking at. I mean, well, did it cross over into 40 today on SD Bullion? I saw it get to 39.98, but I didn't see, I guess 39.97. I don't think that's true because I saw 39.98. So it didn't quite hit SD Bullion's level of 40, but I mean, this is so close. I think tomorrow, wait, no, tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Never mind. I think on Tuesday we see this break for sure. I think we get into the low 40. We definitely hit 40, and then I think by at least in a week or two we'll definitely get to those levels that I said earlier. So it hit 40.19 on SD Bullion. It hit 40.19. There's no way. I just wish it would show. I don't think it did hit 40.19 because I don't remember seeing that because I left to go do something around this time, and it would show this price. Futures were over 40. Yeah, I think. What was the? Get rid of that. Hold on. Release that real quick. I mean, even the. I don't think even with this level right here, I don't think it hit. I don't even think that crossed into the 40. I don't think it may have tipped into the. I mean, it's so close to 40. You can consider it 40, but I mean, it is so close. I don't know, but yeah, silver hit. I know Kitco is probably the better pricing to use. I'm just looking at this stuff, obviously, because everyone looks at SD Bullion, so you know, I understand it's not the real price. It's slightly inflated, just as all the other ones are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's that with prices. So yeah, we've definitely seen a great run with things on. Oh yeah, I wonder what APMEX has looked like. APMEX 24 hour. Oh yeah, it hit 40.20 and at that time on APMEX. That's insane. Well, I mean, APMEX is probably the most expensive one. What about JM Bullion? What did they do? What did they do on their prices? I'm just looking at all the online dealers now because I'm just curious to see how they hit. They didn't even grow into the 40s. So APMEX just absolutely just fluffed their pricing on that one for sure. But yeah, that's insane. It hit 40. I wonder if anyone. I'm sure someone bought at that time too. That's crazy though. Anyways, but yeah, the second thing I want to talk about is the US Mint stuff. So we got some dates now for. Actually, let me switch this over. If you guys recall, it's gonna do it for just a second here. It's gonna take a second for it to not get so blurry. But if you guys remember, obviously the Marine Privy, or not the Marine Privy, the Army Privy on this one. This is obviously one of the more hyped coins that was coming out recently, and now we have dates on the other ones. So the Navy and the Marine. So the Navy is going to come out October 10th, and the Marines are going to come out on November 10th. Did I say that right? October 10th for this one, November 10th for this one. I feel like I said the same date twice. I'm not sure. Let's see. So sorry, I gotta text messages. Jesus. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So we got these dates out now. I definitely have them on a remind me thing. And oh my gosh, what the heck? All right, so we obviously get to see the coins on these ones. They're the same price, same household limit. I don't know if it's the same mintage 100. If it's 100,000 again, I assume it probably is. But we got some dates, and I think if I recall correctly, I looked it up. The Navy, the dates that they released it on is like the anniversary date of its creation. I think the Navy was on the October 13th, but I think that's October 13th. Is that on a weekday or something? October 13th is on a Monday. I don't know. I thought they would release this on the day of, like how they did with the U.S. Marines, or the Navy, or God, Jesus, Army. I can't. Brain is fried today. But yeah, October 10th on this one, and then the Marines. I think the day that they set, from what I researched, they said July 11th was the day that it was incorporated, but I think November 10th or something was like the Continental Marines Day. So I think there's some association to the dates and when they're released to when their established branch in the military was created as well. So pretty cool things with that. But yeah, so October 10th, for you guys who are interested in getting the set, I am obviously interested in getting the set. We're gonna get another blue casing, just like that one for the Navy, and then we're gonna get another blue casing, but with a red card for the Marines. And two things to definitely look out for the end of the. Why does it keep pulling me all the way to the bottom? Two things to definitely keep an eye on. I don't think they have released anything else that's worth of interest, in my opinion. I mean, if you're into the comic stuff, then by all means go ahead. I have no interest in this stuff, so. But yeah, we're getting closer to the end of the year, and then we're gonna start seeing the 2026 product lineup, and that's gonna be very interesting to see what those will be. What are the mintages on those? I don't think there are any mintages, like anything established. They just have limits, so it's the same. I assume it's probably 100,000 again, just like how the Army privy was. So I'm sure maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. That's just a guess, because it would say right here, but it doesn't say. So I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But man, we actually plowed through all the topics and discussions I was going to talk about today. So I guess, I mean, I was trying to kill a little bit of time to get people in here for the giveaway, but I don't know. I mean, actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Bear with me real quick. I'm going to switch tabs here. And I'm going to go and switch over to this. And we're going to do... So if you guys want to enter in the giveaway, put in a pin message so you guys can see it. Go ahead and type that in there to enter into the giveaway. Type GAW. We're gonna, hold on, well, actually don't do it yet, I haven't started yet, hang on. Okay, do exclamation point GAW. You guys can go ahead and type that in now. It has to be the exclamation point one, so make sure you guys type that in. And we're gonna start taking some entries here for the giveaway. And just make sure you guys do it exactly how it says. You can't just type in GAW, you have to put the exclamation point in the beginning to do it. So make sure you guys do that correctly. I don't think it matters on capitalization, but obviously you guys just have to do it that way, because otherwise you won't get your entry. And if you're not sure if your entries aren't in there, then you can ask and I can tell you if it's there or not. But yeah. And again, that is going to be for this $5 face value, this entire roll. We are not breaking this out or anything. We are going to be giving away this entire roll to one lucky person. I keep bumping the camera. We're going to give this to one lucky person. Go ahead and enter that stuff in. And, oh yeah, on top of that, if you guys remember the silver roulette game that we played 2 weeks ago, there are 4 people who have the chance to get this piece of silver, or this $5 face value, plus 1 extra round of silver. You get that extra round because that person was able to correctly guess in silver roulette what the winner of the series would be. And this was for this one right here. Or was it not that? Was it the next one? I think it's the next one. That's right, it's the next one. Never mind. I'm lying. I thought it was for that. I thought it was for this roll, but it's not for this roll. It was for the Britannias. The Britannias won 2 weeks ago, and those ones will have an extra chance for a giveaway. This one does not. That's right. I forgot. I had to double check my stuff there because before I falsely assumed things. So, but typically, since we're talking about it in Silver Roulette, that decides what we're gonna give away each month, and this one was the winner a month ago in that roulette series. So. No one correctly guessed the series winner or the correct winner for that matter. So there's no extra silver to be given away. But when we do the Britannias next month, there are 4 people who have the chance to get an extra ounce of silver with this or with the Britannias. And that 4 could possibly get it next time around. So, but I haven't received it in the mail yet. I think it should actually get here tomorrow, which is kind of annoying, but I was hoping to do an unboxing today with it, but we'll just have to do it tomorrow. Or I'll have to just wait and hold off onto it for another 2 weeks, because we'll unbox the Britannias when we do Silver Roulette in 2 weeks. So, but yeah, that's gonna be fun, and we're gonna do 4 different winners for that one. So, but otherwise, I think if you guys have got all your what do you call it, your entries in, I know you guys have been spamming the GAW. Go ahead and type it in. If you're not sure that you're in there, you can go ahead and ask, and I'll tell you if you're in the giveaway list for me to copy. So but we should be, for the most part, I do see everyone that's typing it. I do see everybody else in here so far. So let me see here. I don't think if anyone is unsure, just let me know, but I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Someone just added it. I don't know who that was. I just saw it move. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, this is worth, I think I said, how much was it worth? Like $143. You're like, some lucky person is gonna get a good giveaway. This isn't like we're giving away $40 or $50. This is $140 something worth of silver. So, or at least in, fiat currency. 146 is technically the term. So someone's gonna get almost $150 worth of value here, which is crazy. So if you guys want to get in on it, make sure you hit the GAW or type it in, and you guys will be all good to go. I think, let me double check, make sure everyone's in here, because we are going to cut it off here very shortly. So far, I'm going to read off who's in here so far, and if you're not in there, then let me know. I got Larry, Silver Country, Ashton, Greg, Eric Hall, Edwin, Paul, Dennis, Eric G. Stacks, Metal Matt, Charles, Aries, Chauson, Ray the Gem, James, Randy Miller, Dusty, Bob, Northern Lumens, Relic, Luddy, L. Booth, Steve Bassett, and Hollywood. So I got all those people in there. Yes, Larry, you are in there. I can see your name. You're at the top of that list so far. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes here, because I think we've kind of hit the peak of all the people that are in here. And so, like I said, this was a lot shorter of a stream than I expected it to be. I was expecting to pump this out for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But I think we're just going to kind of cut it in a little bit early. Great prize. Yes, Charles, it is a great prize. And I plan on doing this, obviously, every month for you guys. I mean, we'll go as high, I think, because of tax reasons and other things like that. I think we can only limit it to $600 per person. So the highest that we can ever do in one giveaway is like a 5 ounce worth, I think, right now. Let me just see. It's like roughly, I think it's 5 ounces. That keeps me just on, or might, because it's sure. Oh no, we can do a 10. Never mind. What am I talking about? We can do a 10. We can go as high as 10 ounces in one giveaway. Because 5 ounces was my limit for this month. That's what it was on the roulette. So we can do 10. We can do 10 ounces possibly, and I think anything above that, unless the spot price of silver goes to 60, there's no way we're gonna be able to do it, because we have to keep it under 600 for we have to what am I saying? We just don't want to violate any tax stuff. So I think we have enough time here. We got 27 people in the chat. Let me go ahead and harvest all the names real quick. Copy. And we're going to cut this off here. So let's go ahead and paste it. Oh, God, why does it do that? I don't know why. Let's switch over to the actual thing here. Ready? Boom. All right. Entries are in. I don't see like all this extra stuff. I don't know why it does that. But we're going to ignore it because it's kind of annoying and I don't really care anymore. I'm tired of I'm not going to delete every single one of them anymore. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Let me see. Let me just check the chat one more time. Yeah, we got excited about the prices going up. Now we're tired. Yeah, that's true. No taxes. Okay, so let me see. What am I doing again? Oh yeah, who? Someone was asking. Erica was asking. Yeah, Erica, you're in there. I see you. And Joseph, and Extreme. You guys are in. We're done. We're done with this. So let's go ahead and spin it. Maybe get some little bit of hype music in here real quick. Let's make it a little dramatic in here, huh? Lower that down just a little bit. It's a little loud. So we're gonna spin this off here for one lucky person to get the $5 face value in junk silver. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel and let's see who wins. Ignore all the extra letters that are attached to your name. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So let's go ahead and spin this off here. We're gonna end the stream a little bit earlier than normal. So let's go. In 3, 2, 1. And the winner is... Oh, is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Eric G Stacks, let's go. You get the $5 face value of the junk silver. Eric, if you can, do me a favor and let's pause that. Go into my channel and go to the email address that is on the about page. And let me actually do that real quick off camera real quick so I can show you, because I need you to email me so I can get all the information and everything from you. And let's do this real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to show exactly what I want you guys to do when you guys win this. So when you guys, for Eric, what I want you to do, oops, what I would like you to do is go like onto my page, go click more, view my email address, copy that, send that to me, and give me your info, a mailing address that you want it to send to. And if you can, send me a screenshot of you. Oh, hold on. Send me a screenshot of you in your account so I can verify that it's actually you and not somebody else randomly trying to sneak in there. So if you can do that for me, Eric, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, if I can't get that, then, well, we're gonna have to spin again for somebody else later on in maybe another week or two. But I'm pretty sure Eric will do it. So but that's gonna be it for today, guys. I mean, there's not much else to talk about. That's all I really had for today. So, but yeah, congrats, Eric, to you, and you're gonna get this whole entire thing. So that's all for today, guys. I'm just gonna do a giveaway. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching today's stream. I plan on putting a video out tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. We're going to talk about the $40 silver and everything. So let me know what you guys think about all that stuff when that video comes out. But be on the lookout for it. Thank you guys for stopping by. This is a very quick stream today. Congrats again to Eric. And if you have any questions, you can obviously just comment on the live stream when this video gets saved later on. But otherwise, I will see your email then. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Have a great Labor Day weekend. And I will see you guys all in the next live stream when we do Silver Roulette. Take care, guys.